Hi there, Izzy from digitalgoja.com, and customers have posted to our forums what are the differences between the strobes and why do I have to get a particular flash for my particular camera. Well, it all has to do with the hot shoe point configuration. Here I happen to have a Nikon D3200 and a Rebel T3i. Notice that on the hot shoes they have the same amount of contacts, but notice how they are aligned differently. This is the way that the flash can communicate with the particular camera to know when to fire off, the input, and all the other information that goes into creating a flash lit image nowadays. Because remember, most of our cameras now have what is called through the lens metering, TTL. So this is the way that the cameras receive the TTL information from the particular flash. So here we go. I have an Altura strobe for Nikon, and notice how this has the same configurations. So when you line it up, and again when you load the flash, straight on, don't wiggle it, and that means I can now turn on my camera and turn on the strobe, and even though it's on automatic, it gives all the information so that I can fire off and it synchronizes automatically for me. Now I can do the same thing with the Canon Rebel. So I happen to have an Altura strobe for the Canon Rebel, and notice that you have the same configuration as the hot shoe on the Rebel. Straight on, remember, do not twist side to side. Power it on, and again, even if I set my camera to full automatic, which means it's now using the TTL system, I can go ahead and fire off the strobe, and it synchronizes with it and gives all the information necessary to create a perfectly exposed image. And now we have the universal strobe. These guys have been around from the days of the SLR, from film days, and they have one contact because of the fact that way back in the beginning of flash, all they did was synchronize for the shutter speed. So that means when the signal was passed on by the camera, it automatically triggered your flash and your strobe would fire off. But no other information was passed on because we didn't have autofocusing, we didn't have TTL, we didn't have second curtain sync. There were a lot of features that little by little became advanced and creative in the days of digital SLRs that we have now. So, of course, your universal flash is meant to work with all cameras that are on the market, but you have to do everything on full manual. There is no TTL metering, there is no autofocusing capability to tell the flash how far to shoot, so all that has to be done manually. Hopefully that answered your question, but if you have other questions and ideas for videos on photographic equipment, subscribe to the link underneath, and please send us an email at video@digitalgoja.com. Happy shooting!